What a beautiful day on the lake this morning. Well, everyone, if you've been following along on our out west tour, this is the last day, going home day, episode 18. And look at that beautiful clear water full of lily pads, fish jumping, birds flying. I'm definitely coming back in here and doing some fishing. So this is the Maplewood State Park up in northern Minnesota. It's in the Detroit Lakes area. It's just scattered with lakes around here. Excellent place to fish. And this campground, or the whole park, is huge. It has several different campgrounds. Campsites are really large. It's in the woods here. You can see. I mean, it's very beautiful. It's kind of walking up the road. We got the, looks like a very new bathroom facility out there with showers. One of the nicest I've seen at a state park. Here's our campsite. And they're nicely spaced out, lots of trees. So this looks brand new. They got new grass and everything, but very nice shower bathroom facilities. Quick look inside. They got all the stuff you need and a shower. Very nice. Alright, you know you're in Minnesota when your campground has a fish cleaning house. It's all screened in so you don't get bit up by mosquitoes. Very nice one here. And then you continue down the road and there's more campsites kind of all along there. Very hidden back in the woods. Like I said, this is the main loop here. There's several different loops. When I put in the GPS to come here, it gave me like 7 options of places to enter the park because it is quite large and has different campgrounds here. But I think you can't go wrong pretty much anywhere you go here. Here's a good shot of the park here, map posted. So we are right here on Little Grass Lake. And you can see this is the whole park. And there's lakes all over the place. Said we're kind of in the Detroit Lakes area, and right down off the map here is Otter Tail Lake, which is probably one of the most famous lakes around here. And up here you got it's either Lida or Lida Lake. It's a pretty big lake too. But yeah, if you can expand this, you'll just see this whole place just covered with lakes, and definitely coming fishing here. You can see all these campsites are just huge. They can fit some big vehicles. We can get our boats and campers in here. Coming back around the other side here down this grass lake in front of us. Yeah, this here might be a site I might want to reserve for next year. Right on the lake and nice and big. Alright, we're just getting packed up, ready to leave here. It's another 4-hour drive home, about 230 more miles. And we're going to stop at one of our favorite wineries in Alexandria. It's Carlos Creek. And we'll do a little interview with everyone here, see what their favorite part of the trip was. And then I'll give you the final trip stats. You won't believe how many hours we spent in this car. I'll tell you when we get there. Alright, we'll see you at the winery. Alright, Reed's trying to catch a minnow before we go, so we can use the minnow as bait. Alright, we arrived at Carlos Creek in Alexandria, Minnesota. So let's check our stats here, because we still got 2 hours and 45 minutes to get home. But let's take a look anyway. So currently we've gone 3,143 miles, averaging 10 miles per gallon. And this is the part I can't believe. We've been in the car for almost 89 hours. Alright, let's go and get some wine. Alright, here's a shot of the outside. They got all kinds of buildings all over. They do a lot of weddings and events here. It's a pretty nice winery. Got some nice outdoor seating here. We're going to go in the tasting room right here. Alright, we're going to go around the table here and just talk about something we really liked about the trip, maybe something we learned. And we're going to start with Sandy, also known as Amma.
My favorite things were the Black Hills, and Yellowstone was amazing. I never realized we had geothermal issues like for miles and miles and miles of every nature, so that was really cool. Loved the Beartooth Highway. It's just beautiful. And I'd say the thing that I learned was, for the non-camping girl, it was really quite enjoyable. Granted, it's almost like glamping, but not huge. So we had a bathroom that was extraordinary. And the whole trip was great, I think. We just did so many things, your mind just spins, and it was fantastic.
So how many times before this have you been camping?
Last year, they took me on a weekend trial where I then decided to buy my own mattress so that I would be comfy and cozy. So otherwise it was probably, I was in my 20s in a tent when a tornado came through, and I was by myself, and I vowed never to go camping again. So it's been a while.
It went all right. All right, we're gonna go to Elizabeth. What's your favorite thing?
My favorite things were the twisty-turny roads and highways we went on, like the Beartooth Highway and the Needles Highway and the Black Hills. Those were really fun, and I think overall Yellowstone was amazing. I'm glad I didn't do an overwhelming amount of research before going, so that I could just immerse myself in what was new to me. And I also enjoyed the Guide-Along app, also known as Gypsy app, because without having done a ton of research, he still made sure that we were able to see the important things. That was my favorite.
Cool. All right, Reed. Favorite part of the trip?
The whole trip I liked, but my overall favorites were probably just seeing animals.
We saw a lot of animals.
Favorite animal?
My favorite animal that we saw was probably a coyote. We saw it, well, I saw it 3 times. They saw it 2 times.
Yes, coyote was cool.
What other animals did we see?
Bears, both bears.
Did you get sick of bison by the time we ended?
By the time we ended, I was actually come here bison, but I was only sick of one herd because it lasted for miles. It was a lot.
Did you learn anything on this trip?
I personally learned, like, yellows, like,
Anything about geology?
yeah. I didn't know, like, anything. Really. I, like, a lot of this stuff was just new.
Pretty cool. All right, and I'll finish up. My favorite part was Yellowstone Park. It was everything I expected, and it was just amazing. One of the things I did learn was what a Fairburn agate was. And yeah, nobody mentioned this yet, but that was probably one, other than Yellowstone, probably my favorite part. We did a little off-roading through creeks and found some agate beds that were super cool. Found just amazing rocks there. Reed got a cactus stuck in his foot.
Twice, and I also got it stuck in some.
You had one in each foot and one in each hand, I think. So, yeah, it got pretty dangerous over there. And you saw we spent, what did I just say, something like 89 hours in the car. How did you entertain yourself in the car? Did you use any electronics, tablets, anything?
Only once I used electronics.
Only once. That's pretty amazing for a 7-year-old to go that long in a car and just look out the windows and do workbooks and have kind of fun with it.
And it was only 15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes of that 89 hours you spent on electronics. Pretty impressive. All right, so this is the end of our Out West tour, and next week you'll see our regular scheduled broadcast. We got 8 new lakes coming to you from northern Wisconsin. So, bye everyone. Thanks for following along. All right, one last stop for ice cream. Ice cream! Ice cream! Ice cream! Hey, you guys happy we're home? Oh. Oh. We made it home. Hey, buddy, you gonna say hi to me or just leave me? Max, you gonna say hi? Hi, you gonna say hi? Huh? You're like, you left us forever, didn't you? You left us forever. Oh no. Just watch Max's head. Yes.